This conference will now be recorded.
So we start with the testing, basic fundamentals of testing. What is testing? Why testing is necessary? What are the testing principles? What is testing? So that the foundation is created. You understand fundamental topics. What are the testing and what are the testing types? Okay, so present in the market, agile development is in the high demand. So you should know all that agile testing topics. So we cover that as well. What is agile testing? What are the sprint review? What is the planning meeting? What are different ceremonies we have? What is the sprint backlog? What is the product backlog? Okay, what are the test design techniques we use? Test management, how we manage the test. So how we provide the estimations, how much time it is needed for the testing, how many resources we need for the testing. So management activities, how we perform, what are the design techniques, means when we create a test case, what are the strategies we use. So what is a test case? Test case is having step by step details about the testing the steps what we are going to execute. So what are our steps that we are going to execute for a login? For example, you are testing a login functionality. So the steps will be launch the URL first. Second, click on a sign in button. Third step will be input username. Fourth step, input password. Okay, fifth step will be click on a login button, verify that user is able to log in. So at five steps, after five steps, you are able to log in. So these are your steps you design for the testing. So test case will have the steps and what are the design techniques we use for the designing of these test cases to perform the application testing. So in order to test the application in advance, we have to write the test cases. Before we write the test cases, we have to write the scenario. Scenario is one liner description about the feature you are going to test. Okay, so this is about basic testing and Jira tool. We will see the practice of that, and then we will see what are the agile concept and what is a Scrum, what is Kanban, everything. Okay, so what is automation? We will start after this. What is Java? And there are different classes, objects, operators, variables, control statements, loops, arrays, functions, object oriented programming concepts, how to implement that OOPS concept, and packages, access modifiers, exception handling, and collection. These are the topics basically we will cover in the Java. Okay, so after this Java topics, we will start with the automation concept. So what are different frameworks we have? What is the test engine framework? So these are all the automation topics. You may be not familiar with this, but after the class you will be familiar with this. We will be discussing about the basic commands in the Selenium, basically how we open a browser, close a browser, what is a WebDriver interface, what is a web element, how to find a XPath, what is absolute XPath, what is a relative XPath, and how to take a screenshot, how web tables and CSS selectors work. Okay, so these are pretty much all the topics. You may be not understanding anything, but we'll cover entirely to work as a automation QA. So you will be able to work easily after completing the trainings. You will understand all the topics and everything very well, so that you can easily manage your job, work on the day-to-day activities. So no issue challenges you will be facing. So we'll cover Jenkins and GitHub as well. So in a CI/CD, what is CI/CD? Continuous integration, continuous development. So whatever we have developed automation test cases, that will automatically run from the Jenkins tool. So running the test cases automatically from the Jenkins tool, we have to create a job. So how to configure a job, how to configure a upstream, downstream job, that all will be discussed here in the class. Practicals will be taken so that you understand what is a Jenkins. After this Jenkins is covered, Then we'll cover a Git and GitHub. So code repository, how the code is maintained, managed, and how you can download the code, how you can commit the code, whatever code you have written in the Git. So the practicals on that will be covered in the sessions. Okay. So this is about the training content. Any questions in this?
Not so far. I'm just
Okay.
trying to get things together.
Okay. Yeah, so everything may be new for you now. Yeah, but you will be familiar with all the topics, everything here after the training. Okay, initially it may look like everything is very new, and I have different candidates who are like from the non-IT background. They don't know testing or they don't know industry. They are having a career gap or not into the market or not into the any kind of a job, and they want to start a job. So I do provide the trainings from very scratch, very basic, so that you understand each and every topic very well. The practicals will be discussed, practical assignments will be given. So real time based training, it will be having all the queries answered. Proper assignments will be given and assessment will be done for that. So you will get all kind of training details, study material, and support to grow as a testing QA professional.
All right, that would be good. Cause it's same with me. I don't have that the IT background, so the things
Okay.
are pretty new for me and a bit difficult. And all this terminology which you were discussing before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yes,
getting a bit nervous. But I'm sure, yeah,
yes, initially, yeah. Yeah, it feels, yeah.
yeah. Let's see how the thing how things work, and I'm gonna do my best, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll, yeah, I'll share more details about it. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.